Alright guys, here's a review on the OC Customs trigger for the Glock 17. As you can see, got the red safety. First of all, let me go ahead and do this. No mag. Yeah, we're good. So, first of all, this trigger is awesome. You can customize it any way you want when you order it. You got the connector you can add. I think I did a Zev Tech race connector. You can also add a spring pack, pick the color of the safety. So you can see I got red right there. And it also has an adjustable, let's see if we can get in here. You see that set screw right in here? You can adjust pre and post travel. Post travel, you adjust on the little trigger housing that the connector goes in. But it's got a set screw there. You just adjust it in farther and farther and farther till the trigger doesn't work. Comes with a different back plate. That way you can let the trigger disengage, because when it's not working, obviously the trigger won't release. So you can reach in through the back, release the trigger. That way you can take it back down easily. But basically, yeah, you adjust a little set screw. Takes up the post travel. So what I mean by post travel, let's say, so you go to pull the trigger. Once the trigger releases, you know, after it releases, all that mush back here that you keep going, because the farther you go past that break, the longer it's going to take to come back out. So you can also adjust take up. So as you can see, trigger's engaged. What you do is, I did it all the way until the trigger won't engage anymore. So that's as far as it'll go while my safety will still engage. But basically you can see here, all right, pushing the safety, you got just a tad, and that's it. Show you the reset. Audible, you can feel it too pretty well. All right, I will say, here is a Glock 19 I just purchased, and you will see no mag. All right, you'll see the trigger here. You see all that mush, all that take up? All of that is, it's mushy. Well, I say it's mushy. I'm a trigger whore though. It's mushy. And all that is just extra trigger pull that you don't need. So, I mean, you might be able to see, let's see. See all that space in between the back of the safety and the frame? Yep. Plus, with the spring kit and the connector, it makes a big difference. You can actually hear a little bit. I'll do them right back to back, but you can hear them back to back. They actually make a little bit different noise because this one is much, much easier to pull. So listen to this. This is Glock 19 factory trigger. And when you're shooting it, it does make a very, very big difference. I mean, this is like, gosh, that's a lot heavier. I would say, I don't even think this is 5.5 from the factory, because I've felt Glock triggers before. Maybe it's just not broken in, but actually I put the Glock 17 shoe trigger bar and all that from this gun in my Glock 19. They do fit because it has the flat trigger face. The other ones have the serrated trigger face. I don't really care for that. I may do an upgrade anyway later, but for right now, this is going to work. And I've already polished the trigger bar. So I mean, it's a very significant difference. You can kind of hear that. Also, I've probably put I don't know, 500 rounds to 1,000 rounds through this gun with this trigger. Actually, maybe more. Maybe 1,500, 2,000. Anyway, I don't know. But I put enough through it that I've never had a single fail to fire or anything like that. I know people complain about springs. You just have to find the right spring, because you have your safety plunger spring, you have your striker spring, and you have your trigger spring. I think I went stock trigger spring, striker spring was Zev Tech, and my safety plunger spring was Zev Tech. With the trigger spring changed to Zev Tech, it was just so light, I really didn't care for it. I mean, I don't even think I had some problems with my trigger safety re-engaging because it just didn't have enough force. But once I put the trigger spring on there, factory, then everything else Zev Tech, it works phenomenal. I would carry it like this. I know people are iffy about that, but I would. So yeah, I think it's totally worth it. You can customize it however you want. You can leave the connector off. Just go to occustoms.com. I'll put the link below in the description. But yeah, just go to the website. You can actually order the trigger housing with the set screw, so you can do the and you can choose flat, you know, if you want it perfectly flush. Oh, that's another thing I didn't say. All right, here's a good example. You can see I ordered the flush safety. So that is, you might not be able to see that, but that's perfectly flush. I mean, it's 100% flush. On a Glock 17, even though it has a flat trigger, you know, it still has that little ridge, and you can feel it. I mean, is it a big deal? I think it's worth it. It's only like $5 more or something, $10 more. If you're ordering a trigger, go ahead and do it right the first time. Buy once, cry once. So anyway, there you go. Glock 19 trigger versus the OC Customs. Extremely happy. I would do it over again in a heartbeat. I like the fact that you can, it's fully adjustable. I mean, Zev Tech triggers, everything else is great. I felt a couple of them. There's tons of companies out there that make quality triggers, but as far as customizable, I don't know that many. So again, OC Customs, and if you like it, go to the website. You can order it whatever you want, whatever color you want. And if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. And I'll be having a lot more videos coming soon. Thanks.